Every year, 15,000 farm vehicles are involved in crashes nationwide. Many of these accidents cause injuries, and some are fatal. Even though many Virginians love the country for its slower pace, some drivers aren't willing to wait for the farmers who provide our food, fiber, and fuel.
As a farmer, when I leave the house in the morning to move a wild piece of equipment, my wife always says, please be careful. Because I want to get back home to my wife and my son. I'd like to eat supper at home in the evenings. A lot of time I don't get to. But you'll pass someone on the road that maybe they're going to dinner and I'm holding them up. They don't realize that I have a place to be too. You know, I don't have a 9-to-5 job. I need to be where I'm going to be able to make my living, and I want to get back home to my family. So I'm no different than what they are, neither are any of the other farmers.
Along with the influx of new residents to rural communities, Shenandoah County farmer Glenn Keller explains that larger farms mean more encounters between drivers and slow-moving vehicles.
Farms have gotten bigger with less people to operate them. So now, instead of just being able to stay on this one farm, my operation is about 6-mile radius of this place. So there's 6 or 8 miles we have to go up the road with our wide equipment or tractor and trailers to get to the fields, whereas before my grandfather could just stay right on this place and I'd have to get on the road. So I guess as time goes by, to be profitable, you have to take on more acres with less labor. So it makes it tougher.
Keller has seen his fair share of close calls.
Some of the bad experiences we've had is with my pickup. When we feed cattle in the wintertime, I pull a 24-foot feed cart 6 miles up the road to feed my cattle. And every morning I try to time it so there's not as much traffic, but invariably somebody will get behind you, and in that 6-mile run, there's one place that I can pull over safely to let vehicles by. So we'll get to a blind hill and someone will follow you for a mile or so, and they finally get enough of it and want to go around, and they're usually upset and pick the wrong place. They'll go across the blind hill, and that endangers myself, them, and whoever may be coming toward them.
And those close calls aren't rare. Campbell County farmer Chris Thompson has seen it too.
When you see a piece of farm equipment, don't assume that if they swing one way that that's the way they're gonna turn. A lot of times if you're gonna make a right-hand turn and you're on that side of the road, you're gonna swing out wide to make that turn. Well, the instance here was my neighbor was hot moving hay. He swung out wide to make a right-hand turn. The person passed him on his right-hand side, which will be the passenger side, and wound up hitting the tractor. I mean, that's illegal right there. So just don't always assume that a piece of equipment is going to turn one way. Wait and let them get out the way and do what they have to do.
Thompson and Keller share some practical advice for what to do when you encounter a slow-moving vehicle.
When you see farm equipment moving up and down the road, don't always assume that person can see you, and don't pass just at an excessive rate of speed. You want to do it safely. Try to make contact, eye contact with that person that's in the equipment. If they give you the motion to go by, that's great. Do it safely. We can't always move this equipment off to the side of the road. We have to have a safe place to do it, because then it's slow moving. So for us to get back going, we've got to pull back out into traffic.
People need to be prepared for slow moving vehicles. We have the triangle emblems that are slow moving vehicle signs. Some people may not know what they are, but they're reflective, and that's supposed to be a universal. When you see that, you realize that this vehicle is moving slow.
Most farm equipment is traveling less than 20 miles per hour. Far slower than a car going 55 miles per hour. Major L.T. Guthrie with the Campbell County Sheriff's Office puts a fine point on Keller and Thompson's advice.
If you have an encounter with farm equipment, please heed these advice carefully. In the course of my career, I've had the experience to see numerous accidents involving farm machinery. One common theme exists: a little patience and they might not have happened. Moving forward, I ask that you use patience on the highway, allow a safe distance between yourself and the farm machinery, and don't pass in an aggressive or unsafe manner. These tips will help keep you safe as well as the drivers of the farm equipment.
And Keller emphasizes that we're all in this together.
As a farmer, we want to work together with the community, because our job is to feed the community as well as feed ourselves. I don't like this saying, but at the end of the day, we're here to do a job, and our job is to help feed America. A lot of times I've been moving equipment down the road on a Saturday evening and somebody passes me and they may give you a gesture that's not very nice and they're on their way somewhere to eat a steak. Well, we're raising that steak for them. So, be a little more patient. Know that we're out here doing our job. We're not trying to impede anyone. We're just trying to do our job and get home safely to our families.
Give farmers a break, slow down, and share the road. To learn more, visit vafb.com. For Real Virginia, I'm Elijah Griles.